So let me ask you just one question. Why do you think there are no 3-star characters in Genshin Impact? And according to you, who do you think is the 3-star character still existing in Genshin Impact? And is there a possibility that a new 3-star character roster will be added in Genshin Impact? Well, to know the answers of all these questions, you have to watch this video till the end and also subscribe our channel to never miss the future updates of our videos. So why aren't there any 3-star characters in Genshin Impact? Well, the answer of this question is simple. It's legit because they have no reason to make them. I mean, spending time and effort making a character people don't even pay for. I mean, not much incentive for them to do that. And I mean, it will not be fun to do a lot of work for nothing. Well, let me explain you this more. So the game developers have not given any official statement as to why they did not include any 3-star character tier. But from my knowledge, it is because they want to avoid making certain characters that feel too weak or unpowered compared to others. By having only 2 tiers of characters, it may have also made it easier to balance the game's mechanics and simplify the overall design. So now let's talk about the next point, that what problems will arise if Genshin Impact really added 3-star characters. So it's difficult to say exactly what problems would arise from having 3-star characters without knowing more about how they would be implemented. However, let me give you some potential issues that could arise. Number 1, imbalance in the game's economy. So currently Genshin Impact has a tiered system for characters, with 5-star characters being the rarest and most powerful, and if 3-star characters were introduced, it could upset the game's economy by making it easier for players to obtain characters and potentially making the game feel less rewarding. Number 2, power creep. If 3-star characters were too powerful, it could upset the balance of the game and make high-tier characters feel less valuable. On the other hand, if they were too weak, they might not be worth using at all, which would make them feel like a waste of resources. Number 3, difficulty in obtaining rare characters. If 3-star characters were too easy to obtain, it could make it more difficult for players to obtain the rare 5-star and 4-star characters which they are looking for, and which would frustrate the players and make the game less enjoyable. And my final point is that the dilution of the character pool. With more characters in game, it could become more difficult to obtain the specific characters you're looking for, which would be frustrating for players trying to build specific teams. So overall, the introduction of 3-star characters could have both positive and negative effects on Genshin Impact, and it would totally depend on how they were implemented and balanced within the game. So now let's talk about that who are the 3-star characters in Genshin Impact. So I think 3 stars are some generic enemies like samurais with fire or lightning infusion. The hilly trolls and the abyss mages could also be considered as the 3-star characters. And how can we forget the Fatuis? I mean, not the 11 Fatui Harbingers, just the normal Fatuis who roam around Teyvat. Yeah, they can also be considered 3 stars. And if you look like that way, there are many characters who could be considered as 3-star characters like Goba and Baron Bunny, who are the sidekicks of our 4-star characters. And yeah, just like that, we do have 3-star characters if we assume them that way. And finally, will there be any 3-star characters added in the future? So as of my knowledge, there have been no official announcements from the game developers regarding the possibility of adding them to the game. However, if 3-star characters were to be introduced in Genshin Impact, it is possible that they could be designed to fulfill a niche role or be more focused on support abilities rather than direct combat. In general, the introduction of a new character rarity tier would likely be required careful consideration and balancing by the game developers to ensure that all the characters remain useful and balanced relative to each other. And it is also possible that any new characters added to the game, regardless of their rarity tier, would need to be balanced with existing characters to ensure that they do not become too overpowered or too weak. And yeah, there you have it folks, on why the 3-star characters are not yet introduced to the game. But what do you think about this? Comment down below.